The Detroit Lions face the Green Bay Packers in a big game on Sunday. Lions-Packers. The 1-6 Detroit Lions are facing the Green Bay Packers, who shockingly is 3-5 and not really that good. In this video, we're going to break down what the Detroit Lions need to do to get this win. That's what this is all about. But before we get into today's video, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. Also, smash that like button and comment on the video. Let's begin. A lot of things the Detroit Lions need to do to win this game, and one of those is hold down the wide receivers of the Green Bay Packers. We fired defensive backs coach Aubrey Pleasant earlier this week because the defensive backs have been atrocious. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill killed us in the Miami Dolphins game, and we need to perform much better against a not good wide receiver core. You say, there's no way this is Green Bay, folks. Allen Lazard is leading their receiving yards at 340. This wide receiver core for the Green Bay Packers is abysmal. Romeo Doubs, rookie, 296. We got Robert Tonyan, tight end, sitting there at 286. Hell, Sammy Watkins at 150 yards. The Detroit Lions defensive backs need to shut down the wide receivers for Green Bay. If Aaron Rodgers is throwing completion after completion and they drop a ton of yards on the Detroit Lions, we're definitely losing this game. We have no ability to stop anyone if Green Bay's wide receivers annihilate us because they're not good. Aaron Rodgers not having the greatest season in the world, but he's still Aaron Rodgers. But the wide receivers are drops. They do a lot of drops. They're out of place. There's a lot of problems there. So our defensive backs, like Jeffrey Okudah, like Amani Oruwariye, like Jerry Jacobs, they need to make some plays in this game. If not, we got problems. We got a lot of problems here. We got to stop their run game. They actually got a decent run game, in all honesty. Rushing, Aaron Jones, 575 rushing yards, average of 5.9. The Lions' defensive line has given up a ton of rushing yards this year, but it has gotten a little bit better with John Kaminsky and Pascal coming back in the mix. But make no mistake about it, this is what they're going to do to the Lions. They're going to run, pass. We got to be able to stop that run. If we don't stop the run, we're doomed in this game because they can run. And the play action will work, even though they got bad wide receivers. If the Lions can stop the run, the Lions actually have a pretty damn good shot winning this game. I'm going to say it right now. If the Detroit Lions stop the run game, the Lions can win this game. But they need to stop it. There's no excuses. They also got Dillon, who is running pretty good as well. 355 yards, running back, and Aaron Rodgers is third there. But they got to stop the run game. If they can do that, the Lions will win this game. So I think this is a much better matchup than we've seen probably this whole season. This may be their best shot to win a game. And it's honestly crazy to think about that we're talking about the Green Bay Packers, the best shot to win. But in all honesty, I'm not too scared of their offense. I am not. The Detroit Lions offense needs to score. Not on every drive, though, but they need to score. I think if they can get above 27 points, the Lions win this game. So they don't need to score on every drive. Generally, I say that, but not this one. I think if they could score 27 points, they win the game. That means get Amon-Ra St. Brown the football, Aidan Hutchinson the football. They need to get even. I don't care checkdowns even with DeAndre Swift or, Josh Reynolds. I'm perfectly fine with checkdowns in this game. Get 27 points, Lions win the football game. You don't, we potentially could lose. Score in all quarters. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to get all the points in the first half, but continue to show progress in the second half. Continue to score points. We'll be able to contain them. I just don't believe that Green Bay is able to score over 27 points I just don't believe if Green Bay scores under 27 points, the Lions lose. I'll just put it that way. That's my belief system in this game. The Lions have a shot to win. Another thing for the Detroit Lions is to don't shoot yourselves in the foot again with dumb play calling and penalties. Holding Taylor Decker, offsides, Taylor Decker, false start, not offsides, Taylor Decker, false start, Taylor Decker, offsides, Amani Oruwariye. Don't do the dumb penalties here that cost us the game. We're actually a little bit better against the Dolphins than we have been. We've not been good, but I tell you what, the Amani offsides, terrible. The pass interference and the false starts, they kill you. And we can't do that in this game. We just can't. Honestly, we can't do this in any game because we are the Lions at 1-6. We have to be fundamentally sound and not kill ourselves. Dan Campbell, you got to be smart with the play calling. You've been better the last 2 weeks. I did like that going forward on 4th and 2 with the special teams play. I actually called the play before it happened. I thought it was the correct play. Just don't be dumb like New England again. I'm going to keep saying this until I feel that you're not going to be dumb doing plays like that. Continue to just be smart with the timeouts as well. We cannot give Aaron Rodgers in the 4th quarter a minute left. If we're up by 3 or even 4, you do not want to give Aaron Rodgers any time in the 4th quarter because he will burn you. We've seen it 1,000 times over. Their Hail Mary that happened, we cannot leave it to him. And that would leave it to the referees at the same. We got to understand we're going against the Green Bay Packers, and generally referees kill us, so we got to be smart there. Offensively, keep the foot on the pedal. Do not give up. I feel like we give up in the second half and get conservative. I do not believe you should be conservative. Again, I'm not saying score on every drive in this game, but still be aggressive that you are in the first quarter, that you are in the 4th quarter. Let's continue to call plays like that. 100%. I think that needs to continue. Because the more we just get conservative, the odds that Green Bay, if we are up, can come back. We don't want that to happen. So let's go ahead and keep the pedal down and be aggressive in this football game. Get DeAndre Swift involved. That's my 4th key to victory here. DeAndre Swift is key for this offense. Clearly, the offense is better when Swift is on the field. Even as a decoy, it really forces defenses to respect the run game, and a play action works. Amon-Ra St. Brown gets open. Josh Reynolds gets open. Khalif Raymond gets open. The players get open. TJ Hockenson gets open. We got to make sure that Swift is involved. Not necessarily have to run the football every single time. It can be a decoy if he's ailing with injury. Have him on the field is vital. And if he can run the football, I'd like to see him break it out. This last game is, 5 for 6 yards? That was not good at all. Be involved in the football game. Make some plays in this game. Jamal Williams, continue to run the football. Be effective. He's been effective. He was really effective against the Miami Dolphins. Getting some good chunk plays. Look, he's not the big-time playmaker, but getting these chunk plays, 4 yards, 5 yards, that is good for the Lions offense, and it does help out. And we're going against the Green Bay Packers defense is the better part of the phase of the game for that football team. Absolutely is. And lastly, and surely not least, do not get and give away turnovers. We cannot turn the football over. Anytime you do turnovers, you lose the football game. We have a chance when we don't throw those turnovers. We absolutely do. So we got to be efficient, Jared Goff. Don't throw interceptions. We got to be efficient. 'Whoever's running the football, do not fumble it. Do not fumble the football. Do not turn the football over, and let's get turnovers. We can get interceptions. Kirby Joseph, he's getting close now. He had a good fumble there in this last game. Let's get an interception. Jump the routes. These are not good wide receivers we're going against. Jeffrey Okudah, get a turnover in this game. I would love to see it. Him finally get an interception. Finally get on the field and make a play on defense. We got to be able to win the turnover battle. We got to be able to make these type of plays to help the football team out. 100%. I'm going to give you my prediction for this game right now as I sit. I think the Detroit Lions lose this game. We lose 24-23 in a close game. Ultimately, we lose on the last drive. Green Bay Packers somehow, some way, wins against the Detroit Lions in a close game at Ford Field, 24-23. Let me know in the comment section what you guys have for your predictions. Do you have the Lions finally getting a win after a lot of losses in a row? Let me know what you think from that route. I'm curious to see what you think. We finally get our win. Do you think they lose? Let me know in the comment section. Again, follow Lions Nation Unite on the app. Lions Nation Unite. A lot of cool stuff is being dropped on there for sure. Check that out on Twitter. Lions Nation U at Twitter. Follow them on there for the latest information regarding our Detroit Lions.
Perfect.